between Naruto.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Charity Invitational. Located in Troon, Scotland, founded in 1878, Royal Troon Golf Club playing host to the Open Championship 8 times and is slated to host its 9th major championship in 2016. I'm Rich Lerner for EA Sports, and alongside me today, my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. Frank, you've played in the Open Championship on a couple of occasions here at Royal Troon. It's a golf course that features some breathtaking scenery, and it can also serve up some breathtaking golf.
True links golf course, Rich. Relatively soft start can certainly lull you into that false sense of security, and then the golf course really starts to open up. That homeward 9, often coming back into a prevailing breeze, is very much a stern test. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. That one inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. Shouldn't be a problem here. Just misses. He'd settle for par here. Locked in on the read and the speed. Stays at 1 under with that par. Frank, they call this second hole Black Rock. They also call it the most heavily bunkered hole on the entire course. What do you have to do to stay away from them?
Well, it plays in the same direction as the first hole, so the breeze, the prevailing breeze, normally off the right. Some bunkers in play either side. Really just let the ball go to ground, let it run out. There's 11 bunkers in total on the second hole.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Setting up for an approach shot here.
Rich, I remember back in 1997 playing alongside Tiger Woods in the 3rd round. Do you know what he shot that day?
It was low. It was a great round, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the lowest round he's ever shot in the Open Championship. 64 to be precise. Justin Leonard went on to win the Open Championship that year.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot. And yet another birdie, this time inching into the top 5.
Frank, looking at the 3rd, what are the sort of key decisions that you have to make?
There's 2 bunkers down the left. They're not really the issue. They're the burn. That's about 285 yards. This is not a hole, really. You just take the driver out and swing away. Just something that stays up short of that's just going to leave you a short iron in.
Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Frank, this is a good position to be in for a player. Making birdies, making some moves.
Starting to get the momentum, too, for the finish.
And we pick up action at the 4th. Frank, this is a very nice start to the round. Couple of birdies on the scorecard, looks extremely solid.
Yeah, it looks well poised, actually, to have a very good round today.
Frank, that's as good as I have seen all day long.
I think we've got to blame that on the weather. That weather, the wind had to help that ball give it another 20, 30 yards.
And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. Players still fighting the strong winds out there today. That is just an outstanding shot right there. And now a chance for an eagle. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Oh, what an eagle.
Crowd's going wild out there. This place is absolutely buzzing right now. Now the first par 3 here at Royal Troon. It's the 5th hole, a little bit more than 200 yards. What's the challenge here, Frank?
A lot depends on the breeze. Plus, you remember, you've got to allow for the roll and the bounce here. So anything pitching on the front of the green, let that ball release or kick towards the middle and back of the screen.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Good job right there. Now making a move and setting himself up for, who knows, a good weekend run, maybe at another title. The former college standout has been excellent today.
He's going for a little extra.
Take a picture of me.
That is
Come on now.
the atmosphere.
Flame on.
He's got a tail.
Golf ball.
That's like a rocket ship.
Shout out to Human Torch, superhero, Fantastic Four, Marvel. And also shout out to my girl Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. She flames on too.
Right in the fairway.
The power of the cosmos. And shout out to
Second
her
shot.
movie Captain Marvel. Being one year anniversary today. And when it came out on March 8th, 2019, and today is March 8th, 2020. So it's perfect. And Brie Larson is perfect as Captain Marvel. And I want to recognize that. All right, let's keep moving.
How good has the swing tempo been?
Has not lost it since the first hole, Rich. I think that's been the key to the round. Started with that rhythm, even though the winds were out there. The winds haven't abated, and neither has that rhythm.
Looking to keep it going here, Frank.
Yeah, another example of things just working as they should.
On the green in regulation. Racking them and stacking them right now. 6 under par for the tournament. Frank, we're moving inland now to the 7th hole. It's a 405-yard par 4. What's ahead?
Little dogleg to the right, a couple of bunkers right on the corner of it. So once again, check the breeze and somehow find that fairway.
Golf ball. Shout out to Human Torch and my girl Brie Larson, Captain Marvel. She flames on also with the power of the cosmos.
Just the lie there too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Should be pretty good right there. We're on the safe side. We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long.
It's no snack though.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the 8th hole, it is one of the most famous in the world, the little postage stamp, par 3.
Yeah, the front part of this green's the widest, Rich. Then it starts to narrow up, so you never know. Maybe going a little lower if you're going to go towards the back of the green. But really, if you're going to air, you want to air on that first third, first half of the screen.
Well, you don't want to come in too hot and roll it off the back. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. He has this for a birdie.
Perfect execution.
Makes birdie, continuing to amaze on the green.
I get it done.
Putted well all day, Rich. Had a couple of good holes early on and just, I think, found the groove. Has taken it to another level.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway.
250 yards with a 3-iron. That's how I get it done.
This is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Strong approach shot here at the 9th, and a good opportunity to finish this side with a birdie. 8-foot putt here. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. Getting set for the back 9 here at Royal Troon. Frank, break down the 10th.
Little dogleg to the left, blind tee shot. Fairway starts to run out about 290 yards, so you've got to be cognizant of that.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one.
All right, eagle. I was close though.
Getting set now over the putt. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Frank, please tell me that I'm not supposed to aim at the gorse on the left side here at 11.
Oh, yes, you do, Rich, but you better keep that ball in the air, and it better stay in the air for a long time. That's the line to the fairway. This is a long par 4. Just smokes it.
Flame on! Golf ball. Shout out to Human Torch. And also my girl, we lost has got the marvel.
That's how you do it.
She flames on too. With the power of the cosmos.
Here early in the round. Now playing the second here at the par 4.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
And now he has this for the birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Back here on the bonny shores of Scotland at Royal Troon Golf Club with just a wee breeze, as they say over here, Frank. On the tee at the 12th.
Yeah, hole that bends to the right, gorse right and left. There's a bit of a mound and rough down the right side. That has to be avoided.
Just
come on now. Flame on. Golf ball. Shout out to Human Torch. And my girl, we lost has got the marvel. She flames on also.
Frank, that ball's sitting up
with the power of the cosmos.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Just a beautiful approach shot. Shouldn't be a problem here. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. And now the tee shot here at the 472-yard par 4 13th.
A hole that bends to the right. Ideally hit it down the left side. And then you're playing to a raised 2-tiered green. Oh, I liked that.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
And this is looking
It's flying. All right, eagle. Close though.
Chance again.
All right, let's keep it moving.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Heading for home now, Frank. The par 3 14, just under 180 yards. What's the key here?
Well, it's rather narrow at the front there. There's 3 bunkers, but it's the second 2 that you really worry about, that narrow the front of this green up. Plus, the front is slightly raised, so ideally you want it to fly more towards the middle where it starts to widen up.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
It's like cyber vision. Shot after shot, right at the flag.
Just dialed in. I mean, almost hard to believe. 13 under already. Now at the 15th at Royal Troon Golf Club, 483-yard par 4. This, Frank, is one of the hardest holes in the course.
It's certainly a stout par 4 at that distance. If you're playing it into a head breeze, then 260 yards is certainly going to be a big tee shot. But 260 yards takes all the bunkers out of play.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards.
Second shot.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. He'd love to get this one. Big putt for birdie. Good putt. The back nine here at Royal Troon has only one par 5, and here it is, Frank.
At 542 yards, you'd think it's reachable, but that burn cuts in at 280 yards, so it means you have to lay back. But I remember back in 1997 playing alongside Tiger Woods, and he still managed to get it onto the green from behind the burn. It was some shot.
You knew at that point he was something special.
He certainly was. He then knocked it in from 40 feet for an eagle 3.
That is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. This will be the third swipe at it. Make it about 110 yards.
Should be safely on deck.
That would be a great look at birdie. Settles in over the putt. Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie. Frank, now to the hole they call Rabbit, 222-yard par 3.
I don't know why it's called Rabbit, because this is certainly some tough par 3. Green sits up a little bit. There's a big roll-off on the left side, well bunkered. This takes a brilliant long iron shot just to keep it on the green.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
So a tester from 4 feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Finally, the 18th at Royal Troon. History, skill, nerves, bunkers, of course, and the clubhouse. Frank, they all come into play on this final hole.
Yeah, 3 bunkers down the left. It's not a case of hitting past those, it's avoiding them. And then if you avoid it too far to the right, there's one nicely placed about 300 yards off the tee that'll catch you there. So there's somehow you've got to craft a tee shot to... He's gone for a little extra.
Take a picture of me.
And that ball is...
Flame on! Golf ball!
Hit a C.
Shout out to Hero Torch. And my girl Brie Larson has got the marble.
Good result.
She flames on also.
He has given
Power
this
of the
one
cosmos.
full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Well, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. And it is not looking like a good lie. Just 37 yards to the hole. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Right, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
He needs this for bogey. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
Well, Frank, round one in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.
Alright, CBT and Naruto. Over and out. And also today is March 8th, 2020. Shout out to, like I said, the 1-year anniversary of Cut the Marble coming out. That movie it came out last year on this day, March 8th, 2019. So yeah, today is March 8th, 2020. Shout out to the 1-year anniversary of it. With my girl Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, and Brie Larson is perfect as Captain Marvel. And I just want to acknowledge that. And also my two favorite movies, my two favorite movies of 2019 are Captain Marvel and Avengers Endgame. And Brie Larson is also in the Avengers Endgame as Captain Marvel, and it's just perfect. So I want to acknowledge that. And also shout out to my girl Kefla, getting onto the video game Dragon Ball Z. I'm gonna get onto the video game Dragon Ball FighterZ last month on February 28, 2020. That's also perfect. And So that being said, I just want to take knowledge all of that. SCBT Naruto. Over and out.